Hello, hello. Welcome to the April So Inspired live stream. I'm just trying this out. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the comments. I did test the mic and the camera, but I need to know if you guys can hear me now that we're live. Can you post a comment if you can hear me? Let's see, is the mic on? Yeah, I tested it. Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so this is a new StreamYard that I'm using. Can you see everything? I have a ticker at the bottom. Happy Friday. Welcome to the So Inspired live stream. And I want to ask everyone how they're doing. Happy Friday. And, you know, we're going to talk about all the extraordinary makes that I made and hopefully inspired you to try them out because they're truly extraordinary game changer looks to elevate your look. And that's what we want to do here on my channel. Let's see who's in the comments. We have Cherry2597. Let's see her comment here. Hi, Grace. My first time to see you on live chat. Love your channel. Well, thank you, Cherry. I love to have you here. And welcome. Then we have Jeannie. You're in for a treat. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Wow. How you doing, Jeannie, in Florida? Because she lives in Florida too. We've been having wonderful, wonderful sunny weather. And I'm really enjoying that. Let's see who else is in the chat. Christine Adamkowski is here. Welcome. And Beverly Askew. Nancy, running with scissors. Hey, Nancy, how's it going? All right. Let's see. And Tristan, hello, everyone. Yes, Tristan, hello, everyone. It's going to be a fun show tonight, I hope. Annie Wendler. Hello, Annie. Welcome. And we have, who else is this? Ann M79. Good afternoon, Grace. Good afternoon to you, Ann. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, very nice weather, isn't it? We do need water, though. We need rain. We need rain. Everything's brown, you know? From that frost we got in the winter, I need my plants to grow, and we need water. Okay. And Nancy writes, hello. Hello, Nancy. Yes. Jeannie says, Nancy. So yeah. So what I have here today, I brought my rack. I wheeled it in from the other side of my sewing room to the camera. And I want to talk about the makes. You know, April was extraordinary, in my opinion, for all the makes that I made to put together. And May's theme is going to be fabulous. Okay. I just like having fun with this, having a theme. So let me show you what we're doing in May. Fabulous fashion in May. We'll talk about that. And oh, we have more visitors here. Dillis Moore is here. Hi, Grace. Well, hi to you, Dillis. Thanks for stopping by. And John Emily Perea, 3011. Hello, Grace. This is Emily from Canada. Welcome to Canada. Welcome from Canada. I have a lot of subscribers from Canada, and I'm so thrilled. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. And let's see what Beverly has to say. I'm loving the new video setup. Great job, Grace. Thank you. You know, I spent the whole week studying this and trying to get it going. You know, I want to elevate my platform just like we want to elevate our fashion. And, you know, I took a few months to get going on these live streams. I've been having a great time. And I think, you know, you guys are enjoying it. I hope you are. So I was like, you know what? Let's step it up. Let's try this StreamYard. And it's remarkably, you know, kind of easy to do. It's not that hard. So I'm glad you like the format. And I like putting comments on the screen because in the old way, I'm reading them, yeah, but it's nice to highlight them here so everybody can see them. Let's see, Carolyn Van Pelt, 1360. Loved your Gianni dress, so I ordered the fabric and it's finished except for the hem. I'm wearing it to church Sunday. My Gianni dress? I don't recall a name of my dress being Gianni, but I did make a few dresses. I'm not sure which dress that one is, but yeah. Welcome, Carolyn and Dania. Hello, Grace. Cakes by Dania. You know, Dania, she makes her Babylon leather bags. I'll be highlighting them in subscriber creations in May. And also, I wanted to let you know, let me get to the banner. I just signed up for TikTok. So please follow me on TikTok. And Daniel is my first follower. Yes, she is. She followed me. I signed up yesterday. I have no clue what I'm doing, but it just looks like a fun platform and to expand and just, you know, have more fun. I don't know. I haven't even done Instagram yet, like the rest of the world, but I think TikTok's more my style. I think I'll have a lot of fun. So if you want, you can follow me on TikTok because I just signed up for that. And, you know, I'm trying to have fun and just try these different platforms that are out there. So let's see. Trying to get rid of that so it's not covering the whole screen. Who else is in the chat? Keisha the stylist. Keisha, welcome to the live stream. Hey, Grace. Hey, Keisha. Thank you. All right. I'm still working. I'm here. Oh, okay, Carolyn, the Baroque animal print dress. Yes, that one from Vogue Fabrics, the fuchsia one with the animal print and that. Okay, now I know the Gianni. And you're right. It is the Gianni design. I forgot completely. So yeah, thanks, Carolyn. Oh, well, send me photos. Like you guys, I love subscriber creations. Send me photos of your makes. I will highlight them on my videos. And oh yeah, I was just gonna bring up the shirt Keisha's talking about, the shirt I'm wearing. And you notice the feathers. This is gonna be an upsize that I did on this shirt. This is a silk zebra print blouse that I won on Keisha's channel. It was a giveaway and I won the giveaway. Thank you, Keisha. You're so generous. But when she sent it to me, and she warned me, she said, Grace, are you sure you want this blouse? Because it's a 6P. It's not going to fit in the bust. It's not going to fit in the length of the arms or everything. So I told her, yeah, of course you're going to send it to me because I'm going to make it happen. And I did. So that will be an upcoming video in May. It's an upcycle and an upsize. And I'll show you exactly what I did because you're not going to see all the features on this shirt today. I'm just kind of giving it a little tease, a little preview. But thanks again, Keisha. Okay. And Carolyn, yes, my sister bought it too, but hasn't made it. All right. Okay. Well, you know, send me photos. So let's start with my creations this month. Well, like I said, April was extraordinary. You know, I like to be a little out there. I like you ladies to build your confidence, to be courageous, enjoy yourself, enjoy life. And you know what? You only have one shot at this lifetime, right? And you want to make it joyful and fun. But sometimes I understand there could be some fear. That's why I have a series called Fearless Sewing. But you know, it's easy to say, don't fear, just do it and all that. But really, I want to give you some pointers, some tips that I follow to at least minimize, if even I can even extinguish it. But I don't think you can extinguish fear. but you can minimize it. So what do I do if there's fear creeping in? Okay. I look at the pros and the cons. What I do first is, what is the worst thing that can happen if I cut that fabric and I screw it up? What's the worst thing? Okay, you screw it up, right? Or wear it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You love this garment. I love this top. I'm going to wear this out. I have a whole outfit. Wait till you see in my video. I'm going to record. I'm going to wear it. What's the worst that can happen? People look at me. Okay, well, if you're shy, you don't like being center of attention, I really don't care. I don't try to attract attention, but I like to have fun in life. Maybe I'll inspire somebody. And what's the worst that can happen? What are they literally going to ridicule you? You know what? Here's what you do. You think of the worst that can happen and think, did I hurt someone? Am I hurting myself? Is anybody going to die? You know, I understand the emotions get in there, but what's the worst that can happen? And then, can I handle that? Yeah. And what's the best that can happen? And that's how I do it. So ladies, don't fear. Make it, wear it, go through life. You'll be surprised how your life will just improve. It really does. People get inspired. They are excited. And they see some funness. You know, we need some fun in our life. That's why this live stream is called So Inspired Live Stream. It's a chat with you ladies to talk about things. And if you have any questions or anything that's, you know, it's just a back and forth about sewing and something different. But that's what I want to do with these live streams. I just want to connect with you and just be bold. So let's see. I'm going to read some more comments. If you guys like that, I will do that. If you want your comment on there, if you don't want your comment on the screen, let me know. I won't post it. Beverly says, it's beautiful. Love the feathers. Can't wait to see how you upcycled the blouse. Oh, yeah. Yes, you will. And Dania, the shirt looks nice. Thank you, Dania. And I love that Ankara skirt that you made. She had a subscriber creation sent in this cotton Ankara, the stunning colors, the bold bow, and just the styling. I just love it. Wear it out. I'm sure you got a lot of comments. Christine says, you definitely inspired me to start sewing again. Yes, so ladies, it's so much fun. It really is. And Beverly said, I purchased. Okay. The completer. And you got it yesterday? That was fast because I just did my video a week ago. Yeah, it's a game changer. Ladies, where did I put the pattern? This pattern, listen, this is a game changer. Okay, say you're casual all day, you know, you're just wearing jeans and a shirt, whatever. And you're like, oh, we're going out tonight, but I don't feel like getting all dressed up in a dress or, you know, what do? Just slip on some kitten heels or high heels or any kind of shoes you're comfortable with. I like my wedges. Those are my favorite because they're comfortable, they add height, and they're attractive. And put this on, covered up with a necklace, and you're ready for the town. This is a game changer. Guess what? In May, you're going to see another one. You think those two that I made, let me show you, were the only ones I made? I made another, I'm making another one. This is the completer. If you haven't seen it, watch my last video, and I pair it with so many looks. It has a rolled hem here. That's how you finish it. It's easy peasy. And then I just made a scarf with, all it is a piece of fabric with a rolled hem from your serger. Now, if you don't have a serger, you could do a narrow hem, or you could add trim all the way around and really glam it up, right? So that was this is like a stretchy fabric, which you can use, or I also made it out of this. I love animal prints. I just love animals. Like this is a zebra. This is a giraffe. I could have a zoo in my sewing room and I would be thrilled. Look at this giraffe print. This is Vogue Fabrics. There's your rolled hem. Came out perfect. Hopefully you can see that. It's a game changer. Like I said, you could just throw this on with a necklace, some nice shoes, and you're ready for the night or day, whatever floats your boat. So what else we got in the comments? Let's see. Oh, of course, Beverly, you're going to send me photos. Of course. She's amazing. She sent me some photos in the past. Keisha writes, he did an amazing job. Keisha, I told you I was going to do something with it, because what happened was I really liked the shirt when I won, and it was too small, and she warned me, and I was like, oh, I really want it. I said, send it, send it. I'm going to take care of it. And I'm happy I did. All right. And Dania, oh, thank you. Glad you loved it. Yes, I loved your skirt. It was extraordinary. Oh, Tristan says it's pretty fabric. This is silk and it's a zebra print. Hello. And there's a lot of inspiration online. Okay. I got some photos too. And what did Beverly say? Loved it. Purchased 3 types of fabric to make 3 of them. You really inspired me to do it. And I love caftan. You know what? A silky with a drape and you're good to go. It's so easy. It is just amazing. Let's see. We have Christine, make a beach cover up. Yes. Yes, you could do a beach cover up with this pattern. I mean, I'm not getting any commission or anything for referring you to this pattern. I just know about it and I love it. So it was in my last video. I'll put the links in this one, but this is the pattern. It's called the Completer and it's by Studio M. Okay. It's just 2 front panels and a back. That's it. Anybody can make it. I mean, it's probably easier than making a pillowcase. All right, so I start off my video with this polka dot dress. You remember this? This is a cotton knit. It's some I got from Joann's years ago. And it's just a fun dress. I wore that to a quilt meeting. And every month I go to the quilt meetings, I wear one of my dresses I made. And it's Butterick 5313. Unfortunately, this is an out of print. It's hard to find. You can look. I think this is 2009. And I love the other views, but I don't know. I like this view the best right here, the one I made, the purple dress. I did not make it with the sleeves because I'm in Florida. But yeah, the other 2 views are cute too. I don't know, too many ruffles for me. I like it, but I don't know if I do that. And then I also made pants in April because I wear jeggings and jeans and capris from Walmart, believe it or not. But I don't really wear a lot of pants. I wear jeans and pants, but not a lot of pants, more jeggings. But these I made. I got them here because they're nicely pressed and they have 2 pockets. And these are a vintage pattern from Vogue, vintage 9189 Vogue. And these, the red ones here, that's the view I made that has 2 side pockets, a waistband, darts in the front, darts in the back. And it was a challenge. It really was. But I did a toile on some cheap fabric and I got the sizing and it worked out. I highly recommend if you're going to make cotton anything, you know, make a toile. I generally don't make toiles with knits because they're more forgiving with size, but anything with cotton I will, especially pants, because I don't make a lot of pants. I really want to make jeans, believe it or not. I really want to make jeans. And the top I made to go with those was this simple tee, very simple. This is a jersey knit. I got this fabric at Vogue Fabrics. It's very nice. And I use this New Look pattern. This is one of the simplest patterns. You should have this in your collection for basics. It's New Look 6458. And what I love about it is just has so many views that are, you could put these together in an hour or 2, okay? So quick. In fact, I've made this tee, that's the one you just saw, but I turned it into a dress twice, okay? I just made it longer. And it's a front and a back and neckband and the sleeves. And you can even make it sleeveless. So yeah, New Look 6458 is still around. I've seen it and you can still get it. And then one of the most popular patterns of last year, loungewear. That was really big. Simplicity 9857. Look what she's wearing. I made all 3 pieces. And last week, I only modeled the bralette and the pants because I didn't want to wear the cardigan because I had the duster or the completer, as you call it. But I want to show you the 3-piece set here. I have, of course, the pants. I modeled them last week. It has an elastic waist, and it's very simple. This is so simple to make. This is a waffle knit. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I think they still carry it. And you know, Hobby Lobby has their fabric 30% off every other week. I think it ends tomorrow. And then it's 1 week, no sale, and then they'll have it another week. I posted on my channel to remind you, but it's every other week. It used to be 40% off, you know. And so I did make the cardigan here. See, and these buttons, I love these buttons. I did make the cardigan too. I didn't model it. And the bralette, I did model the bralette last week. Let's see on the camera here. Has elastic here. And it's in my video, you can see, but I did not wear the cardigan. Instead, with the bralette and the pants, I finished it with this completer, you know, duster, which, like I said, it looks more dramatic. It looks more elegant. That with the cardigan, that's really nice for lounging around the pool or around the house or having breakfast and coffee in the morning. You know, that's really comfy. But if you're going out and you want to wear this, and then of course I made a scarf for it too, you can pair it with that. It's a lot of fun. So let's see, let's get back to some comments here and then I'll continue. The pattern is beautiful. The yellow dress stands out to me. Oh, okay. I don't have the yellow dress here, but I did make a yellow dress. Let's see, what is Cherry's asking me? When are you going to show us your nail? You know what? I recorded it this week, believe it or not. And I recorded putting these on today, actually. Don't expect much. It's pretty straightforward. Maybe I'll upload. See, I do my Friday uploads and my live streams on Friday. I don't want to put the nail tutorial as a Friday video. Maybe I'll put it up Wednesday or Thursday. What do you think? When should I put it up? Believe me, it's nothing spectacular. It's pretty basic, but maybe I'll put it up this week. But thanks for asking, Cherry. Okay. And we have Beverly says, your dress is pretty and I love your pants. The print is lovely along with your tee. Thank you. You look lovely in all your outfits in last week's video. You know, these are all simple pieces. This completer is like the most basic pattern you can have in your collection. And it gives you so much drama. It's just amazing. I guarantee you wear that out. I added 13 inches though. Okay. I wasn't into the short at the hip look. I wanted it to be dramatic. I'm sure you're going to get looks, comments, and you'll be first class when you go into that venue, wherever you go. That's the what. Oh, the yellow. So thanks, Beverly. Keisha says the yellow dress on the pattern. So I think she's referring to, view C. Yeah, with all the ruffles. Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Keisha. And we have Marsha Kistner. Hi, Grace. I just joined. Welcome, Marsha. Welcome to the chat. And any day is fine. Love to see how you do the nails. It's not a big deal, but I'll show you what I do. In fact, these take 10 minutes. There's 10 fingers, right? A minute per nail. That's about it. So I'll show you. Okay. Maybe I'll put it up Wednesday or Thursday this week, but I do not want to put it up as a Friday video. So yeah, it'll be in there. I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know what time, maybe 4 p.m. Everybody's used to that, right? Oh, my earring just fell out. So yeah, I don't know why that happened. Any day. Okay, so we have, I can't wait to see the nail video. Okay, it's no big deal. We have Denise Root, just made it. Denise, welcome. How are you feeling? How's your hands, your arthritis? I know you had your surgery. Are you doing okay? I hope you're feeling better. Beverly says, I'm going to add length to mines too. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, there's on the pattern, there's a lengthen and shorten line. And you want to lengthen it, cut it, and then add, I just put, I have some paper. It had a grid on it, and each square is 1 inch, and I added 13 inches because that's what works for me. And I tried it, and it works well. Also, I think I said I put a size small, but I did a regular for my size. It doesn't really matter. It's only a little bit different, but it's very forgiving. So yeah, enjoy. I think you'll love it. Send me photos. And we have, my wrist is fine. Next wrist will be done soon. Oh boy. Yeah, it's like getting your hips done. You do one side, the other. Some people get both, or your knees, and now your wrists. Yeah. I hope you're going to be able to sew, because that's heartbreaking if you can't sew. Okay, so the next thing, I want to show you this pattern. It just breaks my heart that you guys can't get it because it's out of print. But I thrifted this. I went to a thrift store and found this McCall's 6796, and it's this view, the sleeveless turtleneck. It's in knits. And oh my gosh, you know how many times I've made this pattern? All right, you're going to see. I made this top, the exact one. I can do it in my sleep. This many times. Okay, I did it in the waffle knit, and I interfaced with knit EK 130 for the collar. All right. I did it in this brown Korean ITY knit, stretch knit. I interfaced it tier 2, and I added armbands. Same pattern. Here we go. I did it in the sweater knit. The sweater knit here that I got at the thrift store. It's beautiful. Keep going. I did it in this Walmart fabric I got years ago, and I lined up the sides. Look at that. How pretty is that? Now, this is the first one I made, and I didn't interface it, and has like a floppy collar, and I'm not crazy about that, but I still wear this. Okay, you can wear that with jeans, white jeans, black jeans, blue jeans. And finally, my favorite is this one with the pearls. Everybody remember this one? This, I interfaced the collar. I hand sewed the pearls in, and I added a band at the bottom using the collar piece. But I just put it at the bottom here. And of course, the back doesn't have any pearls. And it's all the same pattern. Isn't that amazing how you could just add like pearls or a band, or just change one item and the whole look is completely different. Now, I can't find this pattern for you guys. It's heartbreaking. And then I was like, well, I want to give them an alternative, but the problem is the alternative, I can't find that one either. And it's this New Look 6145, which you could do this middle one. You could definitely do the middle one, which I did. Now that pattern is a woven, and I made this with the collar, sleeveless. This has pleats in the front and a snap closure in the back. Okay, so we have a snap here. And I thought, okay, so when I went online, and I was so disappointed that you can't find this pattern. So I don't know. I just think if you could find a pattern, I don't have one right now that's basic like this. This would be great to finish with the duster. It's a great basic. I just don't know why they discontinue these great patterns. Now, the difference though, if you do find these, okay, this says knits only. This says it's a woven. Okay, do you guys know the rule about knits and woven patterns? If you have a knit pattern and you want it to come out good, you have to use knit fabric. Has to have a stretch. Do not use a woven on a knit. Now, if you have a woven pattern like this one, it's a silky, you can use a knit on this. You can use a knit. So that's the rule. A knit stays with knits, but a woven you could do in a knit. So I just wanted to let you know. But if you could find some patterns similar to this, you know, I hope you do. So yeah, those were good little pieces for my wardrobe here, my extraordinary wardrobe. Let's look at some more comments because I see some other people came in. Welcome. Hello, Grace. Crystal Nichols. Welcome. Thanks for coming. And Janicky, I made a duster about 10 years ago in a lovely print, but I added a casing for elastic at the waist. Yeah, you know, Simplicity has a pattern like that. I recall that one, but yeah, that's a good idea too. So you could put some elastic there and, you know, cinch your waist. Great idea. Thanks. Keisha says, that is cute. I love the top on you. Wonderful. Thank you, Keisha. The pearls, one of my favorite too. Yeah, and I made a pearl bag with it. I love that pearls. It's so elegant. And it's the same pattern. Isn't that amazing? Christine, I love that one with pearls. So beautiful. Thank you. Beverly, I love the tops. I look for the top, and like you said, it's out of print. Yes, the pearls are elegant. All the tops, you have their own look. Isn't it amazing? I don't know. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to look for a pattern that's similar. I'm going to go out and hunt. And if I find it, we'll talk about it. I definitely will, because it's just amazing how basic it is. And you can get a lot of looks with it. And it's out of print. And it's not even re-released or anything. Quickso 3691 is similar view A. Okay. I'll have to look that one up. I'm going to write that down because I'm sure all you guys are going to do that. 3691. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Christine. All right. So yeah, what else? Oh, I also made this chocolate brown dress. Do you remember this one? This is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a cocoa chocolate brown ITY. They call it a Korean knit at Vogue Fabrics. This is a short one. I did the cover stitch on here. I don't know if you can see that. Came out really great. I was thrilled with it. And this pattern is available, at least last I checked. I got this at Hobby Lobby when they were selling them for 99 cents. This is New Look 6597. It's, of course, the shorter dress with the cap sleeves. Oh my gosh. I made this dress literally in an hour. I mean, it was just back seam. I think it was center back seam, side seams, and then the sleeves, and you're done. Come on. Can't get any simpler than this. Look at her. She's wearing this necklace. Throw the duster on, dress it up with some nice shoes, and you're ready for the town. And amazing. So yeah, I made that one. And did we get through all my makes for April? So I was very busy in April. And I got your subscriber creations. Thank you. Thank you for all those. And, you know, that's what you got to do, ladies. Just be creative. And I'm trying to do that with the pearls, with the feathers, with the fabrics and textures and lace. I have a lot of videos on lace, and just glam it up and have fun. Okay, let's see who else is in the comments here. You could hack McCall 7999 to get the knit top. Thank you, Tristan. I own that one. She's so right. Write that one down. It's still available. McCall 7999. I made the dress with the collar, and you could cut it at the waist and have that top. Yes, thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it. That's so great. Who else is in the chat? Melissa, hi, I'm so late. Hi, Grace. Well, that's okay. Welcome. You could always watch the replay. I hope it records. I'm supposed to be recording at the same time, so we'll see. Christine writes, I think you have that pattern. I got the info from you from one of your videos, and I bought it on eBay. Wonderful. That's awesome. eBay, I've been trying to find, some of these. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Very pretty. Thank you, Keisha. Beverly, I love that pattern. I have it. Your dress is pretty, and I love the color. You look so good in it last week. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great fabric at Vogue Fabrics. You guys, I got the swatch catalog. That's where I've been getting the majority of my fabrics, It's just, I want to touch it. I want to feel it. Makes a big difference. And I can do that with their catalog because they send you the swatches. And I think it's on sale now too. Yeah, the patterns, McCall's, I think I posted it. I don't recall if I did, but because sometimes I miss the sales, even though I get the emails. But yeah, so just, you got to keep going. So now I want to do the giveaway. We had a giveaway. Simplicity 2450. These are mug covers. You can use these on your coffee mugs to store sewing notions, kitchen supplies, office supplies, whatever you want, makeup in your bathroom. There's so much you could do with this pattern. And the question of the week was, do you sew crafts? And a lot of you do. And what I was trying to get at is non-garment and non-quilting. Anything else is pretty much a craft, even if it's not sewn. If you make it, maybe crocheting, knitting, painting, but mostly if you do crafts. And a lot of us do. We are very creative people. We can't just sit still. I can't. I always have to be creating or thinking about it or planning. My mind's always going, woo, and creating. So I think this is my first crafts pattern I'm doing. I don't know if you guys like the crafts pattern or you just want me to stick to the garments, because I have a couple of patterns I want to do for giveaways in the future, like bags and some other crafts. So just let me know. So we're going to do this. We're going to spin the wheel. And let's see. I need to share the screen. We're going to go to the wheel. And we're going to share the screen. And hopefully it pops up. Let me see. Let me bring it on. All right. Oh, okay. Beverly likes crafts. Okay, good. I hope you like crafts. Now, can everyone see the wheel? All right. I am going to shuffle once, twice. Okay, we had 37 entries. That was pretty high for a craft. So I didn't expect that interest, but I'm glad you guys are interested in it. So here we go. Oh, who's it gonna be? I wonder if I can make this bigger. Can you guys see that? Man. It looks like it'll say congratulations. I don't think she's in the chat, but I will hopefully she'll watch this video so that she knows that she won. All right, let me get this, stop the screen. Congratulations. All right. Let's see. I need to put my email. I want to show you my email. You need to send me an email with your contact information. Let me show my email to solovely.with.grace@gmail.com. Send me an email with your contact information and I'll ship the craft patterns out to you, this pattern here, as soon as possible. Congratulations. So, all right. So what else? So what are you guys sewing? What are you doing this weekend? Are you so inspired? Let's see. I hope you are. Go into the comments. Yeah, Barb Carts. Congratulations. Yes, thanks, Barb. Yeah, I hope she sees this video and contacts me. If I don't hear from someone for a week or even 2 weeks, I'll give it that. I'm going to respin the wheel with the existing entries, but hopefully she'll see this video. Congratulations to the winner. Christine says she's sewing another dress. Yeah, I can't have too many dresses. I had a comment last week about what do I do with my makes because they're piling up. I actually wear them. And it's hard to part with stuff I made. You know, you put a lot of time and effort, and if it comes out the way you like, it's really hard for me to part with it. I should donate. I might donate. I might do some cleaning up, but we'll see. For now, I just like my stuff. I want to keep it. Let's see. We have Dillis, more. Our kitchen is being rebuilt, so our appliances are in our dining and living room. Oh, man. I understand that. So I can't get to my machine to do any sewing, so I'm so frustrated. Yeah, I know. I understand. It's like having a drink of water. You just like dying of thirst. You're like, I gotta sew. I gotta sew. Isn't that funny? I know I can't go more than a couple days without sewing. Well, I hope that gets done quickly. Dania says, I'm thinking about making a Simplicity shirt for my hubby. So fabric shopping during the weekend. Lots of fun. Yeah. Well, good luck. I hope you find that fabric because, you know, Hobby Lobby is not up to par for me. I do get some things there, but it's disappointing that they haven't upped their game. I really thought with the closing of Joanne that they would do that. I thought they would up their game, and Michael's too. Unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet, but who knows? Annie says 2 summer tops by Monday. Good. That's great. Okay, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know, you should be able to make it by then. Beverly, I'm making a bucket hat to go with my green top, and I made a white shirt to complete it. I'll probably work on the completer too. You know, that completer, I'm telling you, it takes longer to cut it than it does to make it. It is that easy. And it's all, for me, 100% done on the serger, okay? Because, you know, I did the shoulder seams. I did a 4 thread. I don't know if you can see that. Is it on the camera? 4 thread serger stitch on the shoulder seams. Then you do the underarm seams and then the rolled hem. That's it. That's all there is to it. You know? Oh, I don't know if you guys know the rules about serger thread versus sewing thread. You know why there's 4 threads on a serger? Well, not why. We know it's an overlock stitch, but why they use serger thread. You can use sewing thread on a serger, but you should never use serger thread on a sewing machine. Do you know why? Well, serger thread is thinner than sewing thread, like your basic polyester thread. And it's thinner. So when you use it on the serger, you have 4 threads or 3 threads. So the stitch is stronger because of the multiple threads. But when you're using a sewing machine, you're only using 1 thread, unless you're doing a dual needle, which is rare. I rarely do that. So never use serger thread on your sewing machine, but you can use sewing machine thread on a serger. Okay, it's kind of like the knits and the wovens. I just thought I'd let you know about that. if you didn't already. Okay, Melissa. I just finished a class. I'm going to finish up projects that are not finished. Yeah, a lot of UFOs. I got a couple bags of things I caught, and I want to sew. But since May, what's coming up in May? It's going to be fabulous fashion in May. I want to make some dramatic things that you could wear on a cruise, things that are flashy and fun. So I have something on the cutting table right now, but I'm going to work on it. That's what I'm working on this weekend. I'm working on something flashy. So it's going to be, hey, maybe I should call it flashy fashion, but I called it fabulous fashion in May. That's the theme. I like to have a theme. Barb writes, I'm making 200 Mother's Day cards for women I work with. Wow. You know, I always wanted to learn to make the cards. I have a girlfriend, she does the card making, but I never learned it. It's just, they're so beautiful. They're 1,000 times more beautiful than any card that you can buy in the store. And in the store, they want like $5.99, $9.99, and these cards are nothing compared to what she makes. So yeah, 200. Wow. Have fun, Barb. Janicki writes, the finish one cowl neck top and start another one. To finish one cowl neck top and start another one. Good. That's what you do. Just do them in succession. We have Tristan, I am going to a baby shower for our niece this weekend. I'm making Simplicity 9898, and I'm redoing a placket because it's not perfect. Yeah, redo it. Go for it. I don't know that pattern. I would have to look it up, but it sounds great. Send me photos if you want. Like I said, I'll show them on my channel. Denise writes, Love Notions is going to come out with a jean jacket Tuesday, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, I heard Love Notions is a wonderful indie pattern company that I have not used yet. I do the big four on my channel. That's what I grew up with. That's what I do. I have to get some indies. I mean, the completer was, I would have to say, one of my first and favorite patterns. So good for you, Denise. Have a great time. And we have Dania. Yes, have some fabric stores close by. We'll see. Yeah, good for you. That's wonderful. Marcia writes, I have cut out a nightgown, Butterick 5792 in pink gingham, but my machine is acting up today. Oh, change the needle. That works for me sometimes. You know, or have you had it serviced lately? Yeah, it's really important to have your machine serviced at least every 2 years and just get it to run smoothly. That's what I do. We have Keisha washing all my new inventory and doing a fitting. Yeah, she does thrifting of vintage fashion. And when you get them out of those thrift stores, of course, you definitely want to wash them. Lots of laundry. Beverly, okay, thanks for sharing that. That's what I'll do too. Okay, yeah, I try to help with the threads and the knits and all those little tips. They're very important. Yeah, also, oh, I forgot. In April, we had 2 So Lovely tips, and both of them were sent in by Beverly Askew. Thank you, Beverly. I got them right here. I haven't used them yet because they still got the tags, but I got these rubber-coated grip gloves. They have a lot of grip on them, so you can use them for free motion sewing on your quilts, or also protection when you're changing your rotary blades on your rotary cutters. So she sent these to me, generously mailed them to me, and I highlighted them on my channel as a So Lovely tip. Thank you, Beverly. And the other tip that she sent me, I put them back in their case here, are these thread snips or any snips. I use them for cutting cardboard or thick fabrics, and they're wonderful. They have a spring here and a lock, a safety lock, and I showed that on my video on my channel, both sent in by Beverly Askew. Thank you. So those were the 2 tips of the month. And Dania, yeah, thanks for the tip. Yes, Always. If I can pass on anything that's helpful. Also, if you have any tips, email me, let me know a tip that helped you out a lot so I can share it on my channel with everybody. I would appreciate that too. Thanks for sharing that about the serger thread on the sewing machine. Didn't know that. Yep, it's thinner, so because you're using more on a serger. And I learned that from my technician. He was talking to me about my serger, and I was talking about the threads and how it's not stitching. And he's like, "Oh, you got to make sure you use a serger thread and don't use it on your machine." He does all the baby locks, and also change your needles. Ladies, how often do you change your serger needles? Really? I just bought some needles on Amazon and I changed them, and it sews like butter, especially with the completer. I'm working on another one. So you're going to see another one in May. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, there's just thread, needles, just simple things like that make a big difference when you're having trouble before you bring it to the shop. And it's cool because I go to the sewing studio and I can call them up and tell them a symptom or something. And before I even bring it in, they'll tell me, do this, do that. Just because I have a relationship with the store. And, you know, it's good to develop those relationships. So when you buy a machine, you know, it could be tempting to go on Amazon or go on, you know, online. But if you have a sewing dealer in your area, it's best to go with them. You get the support, you get the classes, you get the technicians to maintain your machines. And overall, you have a better experience. You might pay a little more, but it's worth it. Let's see, Denise. I have several fabric lengths coming in next week to wash for the new patterns. Wonderful. I love that. Jeannie says, I'm working on a cowl top right now. Good. Send me a photo, Jeannie, if you want. And her pattern is McCall's 6563. That's cool. And you are so very welcome. Well, you know, Beverly, that was so surprising to get a package. I love getting packages. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, I hope you guys have a great weekend. What else is there to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Because, oh, also in May, I have a pattern haul. You know, I really miss those Joanne pattern hauls. Remember, $1.99 patterns? Yeah. Well, I went to simplicity.com and got some patterns because I have a few replace, because, you know, you want to get them before they go out of print. If there's a pattern you really love that you want to get and it's on sale, just go for it. And that's what I did. So you'll be seeing that in a few weeks. I changed the serger needles once. I never really used that machine other than serging fabric to be washed. I think it's intimidating. Yeah, you know, you can just keep practicing. I think the serger is really not a bad machine if you get the proper training. And like I was talking about, having a relationship with your sewing dealer. I got my serger. It's a Baby Lock and Lighten in Pennsylvania at Steve's Sewing. And they convinced me to get it because I never had a serger. And I'm like, oh, this is scary. I don't think I want to pay this kind of money. And they're like, oh, no. We'll teach you. We'll help you. And they did. And they gave you, and it's not just that 1 hour, you know, go through the machine and tell you what it works. They actually had Serger Club, which is a monthly class. I think it cost like $10. And it was 3 hours. And they made something on the serger. And every month I attended Serger Club to spruce up my skills. And I am not intimidated at all with my serger. I can change from a 4-thread stitch like I did on the completer to the 3-thread rolled hem, no problem. I have a cheater sheet that Baby Lock provides. Okay, so this is the cheater sheet. This has all the, I actually have a manual and I have a binder book, but this has it's a quick reference guide. And it tells you how to do the, here's the 3-thread, where is it? 3-thread rolled hem right there, 3-thread rolled edge. And then I have the 4-thread overlock. Okay. Right here next to my machine. I know how to do them, but I just like having this, and that is wonderful. Or if you don't have one of those, get your manual, take it to the copy machine, print it out. You can laminate it, keep it next to your machine. It's ideal. But don't be afraid of that serger. There's many YouTube videos for your model, I'm sure, that you can find, and just do it repeatedly. Now the cover stitch, I don't use it as much. I have a cheat sheet with that too. I have a video on my baby lock cover stitch, how to thread it. And that's more involved, but it's not impossible. And of course, always practice your stitches on sample fabric. So for the completers, you know, of course, I got the giraffe, and I just practiced the 4-stitch before I actually did it on the completer. And then the 3-thread rolled hem with the 1 needle. Okay. So yeah, it'll tell you how many needles you need, how many spools of thread, where to put them. And it's not bad. But, you know, it's worth your time to just get to know your serger and just thread it multiple times, or have a cheat sheet like I do. And I don't even look at it. I mean, it came with my machine. So yeah. Okay, so don't be afraid. But changing the needles too, we do tend to change our sewing needles more, probably because we use it more, but believe it or not, I think I use my serger equally the amount of time as I use my sewing machine. They're side by side. I go from one to the other. So yeah. How often should serger needles be changed? Well, I would say when you're serging and it's going thump, 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 it's dull. Your needles are dull. That's what mine were doing. And I changed them out and they run like butter. You're going to feel it. You're going to see the stitches. They're not going to look right and even and flat. Just change the needles and see if that's it. And now if you change the needles and you have the same problem, it's not your needles. But even on my embroidery machine, I will use my needle. I don't cheap out on that, because those stitches, they take hours to stitch out. I'm going to change my needle every time. That's it. It's just, I don't want to deal with issues. So you'll just know. Oh, Christine, I miss Joanne's. Hope something like comes down the road soon. Yeah, I know. I really thought Michael's and Hobby Lobby would get more fabric in. I really did. It was, I don't know, is there enough demand from us? I think all these online shops now that we're going to are really picking up the slack for us and kind of not forcing the other places to have fabric. People don't like inventory. They like everything online, you know? Inventory takes up space. I change the embroidery needles often. I have a happy multi-needle. You know, awesome. Tristan, I want a multi-needle. That's my next dream machine, is a multi-needle embroidery machine. Even though I already got 2 embroidery machines. I hate to brag, but I do. I have 2 baby locks. But I got the Meridian 2 machine because of the bigger hoops and the more designs on the couching. I don't know if you saw that on my channel, but couching is embroidering with yarn. I'm going to be doing it in 2026. I don't know. These months are flying by. I can't believe it's the end of April. But yeah, but the multi-needle, oh, I would love to get one. Wonderful. So she right. It's so nice to have the multi-needle. I know, because you don't have to change the threads. You just, here's the designs, here's all the thread orders. You don't have to rethread your needle 100 times. You just, well, multi-needle, depends on how many you have. But, you know, it's really nice. I've seen those. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get someday, but that's my next dream machine. So we covered next month. Like I said, we're going to do Fabulous May. I'm going to do the upcycle. I'm going to do a pattern haul. I'm going to do some fabulous fashions. And it's just going to be a fun month. And I hope, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. We're going to make some pretty dresses. Send me your photos. And like I said, I just signed up for TikTok. So don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I don't know if anybody's on TikTok besides Danya. Danya is my first follower. I just want to have some fun. I want to try it out, see how it goes. I don't have Instagram and I don't plan to get it. But right now it's just YouTube and TikTok. So ladies, I think that's the end of the live stream. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I know it seems early because we're still in April and next week is April because I do this on the last Friday of the month. But next Friday is May 1st. So it's a May video. It's a May video. So have a great weekend. Let's see. Happy sewing. Let me go down here and let's see. I want to put, I think we're done. And I'm going to do my outro and say goodbye. Thanks for joining me today.